What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to take a little closer look at some coins that I recently picked up, and if you were in the live draw, you've probably already seen them. But this time I'm going to give a little bit more background on the coins. But first, it's hard not to talk about spot jumping a dollar after the Shanghai Yuan gold fix. I've already made my purchases, so it doesn't really affect anything at this moment. However, it does change some of my future buys. I don't think I'll be buying bullion in the future just to see how spot plays out. So for now, I'm going to focus on what's happening tomorrow, which is the release of the 2016 gold Mercury dime. The 125,000 mintage and the $205 price tag is a sore spot for a lot of collectors, but this isn't going to stop me from purchasing the maximum household limit at 10. I'm going to pick it up and send it in for grading and then see what happens. I'd call this a collection and speculation play because I do want to keep the dime for my overall collection, but I don't want to get too deep with the speculation. So I'm going to stick with 10. I originally planned for 20, but 10 is all it is. I'm sure many of you who watch my videos know that I'm a big collector of gold pandas and that I don't have a problem paying the premium. So the 1/10 ounce Mercury dime at 205 is actually considered cheap for me with 125,000 mintage. The 3-gram Panda had a 600,000 mintage and was selling for 120 all the way up to 180 without a problem. So those are a couple of reasons why I don't have a problem with the Mercury dime. It's not like 3/4 of an ounce where it's $800-900. It's affordable enough for an entry-level person that this can be a top piece in their collection. The top coin, of course, being the 1916D. Moving on, these are some silver pandas that I picked up for my wife. She liked the 1/10 ounce series that I was collecting and wanted the 1 ounce silver series for herself. So I decided to start building a set for her in the 1 ounce size. I purchased these from eBay for less than book value, but a couple of the coins do have issues. We'll see if NCS can take care of those issues in conservation. It has a couple of spotting on the 96. This is the 97. You can see the fields look a little frosty. This is the 96. It has a little bit of a white spot on it. The 1990s pandas are seriously expensive, and this is where I'm a proponent of grading, or at least why I decided to learn how to grade, to see if I can get them for a little cheaper. This one's a 98 and runs for 200 bucks, but I got this one for about $80. And this particular coin, if it comes back right, is going to be, or it comes back MS69, it'll be a $600-700 coin. And the only thing stopping it is a little white spot in the corner. The reason why this one is so expensive is, can you remember from my older video? It's a 1999 large date Seraph 1, which is the rarest variety of this year. So I got this for about 200 bucks. It's really high premium and it has a spot. So originally the seller was asking for $350, but after I told him what I was gonna do, he decided to give it to me for a discount, and we'll see if it works or not. These kinds of plays can be very risky because either I win big or I lose fairly big, but it is a fairly calculated risk, and the only problem is that spot. So we'll see what happens. Next up is a roll of half-ounce lunar goats from Canada. I did an international trade with a forum member for the 5-ounce PF 68 Panda 1987. He traded me for that roll and some cash, which ultimately I think I won. But it works out for him too because it was about fairly valued, I think. We both got a deal. I paid less than the trade value, and I'm sure he paid less than his trade value, so it did work out for the two of us. And finally, we have some gold pandas. Of course, it wouldn't be the same without gold pandas. The 1991 and the 1993 I picked up from Birdman on the Chinese coin forums. I was able to get a pretty good price because I had already had them, and these do have a couple of small issues, namely red spots, copper spots, and a little bit of toning. The 1993 also needs to be relabeled with the proper variety in order to go into the registry set. There was one more coin that I forgot, and it's this 1983 1/10 ounce gold Panda. I got this OMP on eBay for roughly $160, and after discounting I paid about $145 out of pocket. Now this is one of those great deals where there's no issues with the coin, doesn't need to be conserved, and it'll probably grade 69 and will resell for about $280 or $270-ish. So this one came with instant equity and will be sent out with the gold Mercury dimes when I go get them graded. Even though I mention the current market value, I don't actually sell a lot of these coins. I might sell the lower grade coins just to get them out of inventory and free up the cash, but I do have several of the same year or multiples of the same year in the grade or higher. For me, these are longer term investments, not quick flips like the Mercury dime, and even the Mercury dime. I intend to hold on to a few of those, depending on how many actually come back SP70 or SP69, depending on the grade. If you notice in my videos, I tend to focus on fractional gold, specifically 1/10 ounce, and one of the main reasons is it's very accessible for people to spend $100 to $200 per coin. It's not like larger sizes where it's a little bit more difficult. That being said, I do think the Mercury dime, the Standing Liberty quarter, and the Walking Liberty half will be an exception. I think this set will have strong collector value in the future and is one of those modern classics. So we'll see if I'm right or wrong, but I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, as I always do, and go from there. This is one of those foundation pieces like the St. Gaudens, and not a gimmicky piece like a 64 or Mark Twain or anything like that. Ultimately, time will tell if I'm right or wrong about this series, but even if I am wrong, I don't think I'll lose too much, because I seriously doubt anyone's going to sell these coins for spot, and if they do, then you got one hell of a deal. Otherwise, I would rather risk losing 20 bucks on a coin than the upside potential on it, which I think is significantly higher. But that's just my opinion. So everyone, good luck tomorrow at 9 in the morning or 12 Eastern. I'll see you there. What do you think of the Mercury dime, and what do you think of the China price fix? Let me know in the comments below. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.